Undying rifts, Miguna Miguna will have to present himself to any of Kenya's missions abroad to process his travel documents before being allowed back into the country, according to the government spokesman, retired Colonel Cyrus Oguna. The government further says Miguna has himself to blame for landing on the watch list of the International Civil Aviation Authority, owing to his behavior at JKIA 2 years ago. In the meantime, his lawyers are back in court seeking to have the government held in contempt over the failure of the state critic to travel to Nairobi.
Once again, Miguna Miguna's attempt to return to Kenya lands in court. 2 days after he embarked on his journey from Canada to Nairobi, the government critic is yet to land at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. His journey interrupted twice on Tuesday at Berlin when he was barred from boarding his flights by Lufthansa Airlines and later by Air France. Miguna, through his lawyer John Haminwa, now wants the government cited for contempt of court.
My humble submission that the return of the petition of the country is the full responsibility of the government, the respondents. They are therefore still guilty of contempt.
The government is accused of blocking Miguna's travel back into the country through the red alert cited by the two airlines that Miguna attempted to use back home. However, State Counsel Christopher Mara maintains that the government has fully obeyed the court orders issued on Monday by this very court.
Miguna is in another country, a country which Kenya has no control over. We do not know why he has not been able to travel, why he's not in Kenya. It is up to him. He's an adult.
Government spokesperson retired Colonel Cyrus Oguna,
I'm not money. I'm not going.
While maintaining that the government is still committed to facilitating his return, says Miguna has himself to blame on account of his conduct on the night of his deportation in January 2018. He says Miguna was categorized as an unruly passenger in line with Annex 17 of the International Civil Authority Organization standards and recommended practices that allow prohibition of unruly passengers. Oguna adds that how the activist carried himself was seen to have the potential of threatening the Category 1 status of JKIA, which took the country a lot of work to achieve. However, while denying Miguna entry into the flights, the airlines indicated that the order had come from the Kenyan authorities. The government, through the Immigration Department, had initially said Miguna would be allowed back into the country. This was after no less than the head of state had indicated that the lawyer-turned-politician could return to Kenya and exercise his rights and freedoms. However, when the time came, the very government issued a red alert against Miguna. Colonel Oguna then said that the matter would be sorted out by the Minister of Foreign Affairs. But just hours after that, Air France said that the government of Kenya had denied Miguna access into the country. Eyebrows were raised at the government for what appeared to be either broken communication within it or deliberate frustration of the harsh critic in his effort to return to the country. This has attracted criticism on Oguna as well as the Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i as a minister in charge of immigration. Miguna has received support from unlikely quarters. Moses Kuria, Miguna's nemesis, now accuses the government of double-speak when it comes to this case.
Miguna is just a vagabond in foreign capitals. And there's nothing worse than a Kenyan or a person of any nationality undergoing such humiliation.
In the meantime, Miguna will have to wait until the application filed in court is heard on Friday.